Why like that with a GMO? Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's my 12th year in China, and China has taught me a lot, or I've learned a lot in my 12-year stay in China. If you'd want to know what I've learned or my experiences, stay tuned. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. The first thing I've learned is that Chinese people are very time conscious. They do not joke with their time. Mind you, I came here as a student, and anytime we had lectures and a class was scheduled at 8 a.m., rest assured the laoshi or the lecturer would arrive 15 minutes before time, and that's how serious they are with their time. If as a student you arrived later than the laoshi, you are considered an unserious student. If a meeting is supposed to start at a particular time, rest assured the Chinese are going to come earlier. Yes, so China has really taught me to be time conscious. Unlike Ghana, where I come from, we do not respect time at all. If a meeting is supposed to start at 10 a.m., the meeting is going to start at 1 p.m. If there's going to be an event at 6 p.m., the event is going to start at 10 p.m. That's how unserious we are with our time in Ghana. The next one is the maintenance culture in China. Our Chinese people do not wait for something to go bad before it is fixed. Let me give you an example. If they find cracks on their roads, they are going to fix the roads. If they find a crack in a building, they are going to fix the building. I will be comparing China with Ghana, where I come from. Chinese people practice a stitch in time saves 9. Not my country, Ghana. Ghanaians, I'm sorry, but that's the truth. There will be a pothole on the road. It will never be fixed until someone dies using that road. That's the only way, or that's the only time the road will be fixed. There will be broken decks in the school, or broken tables and chairs in the school, and no one cares to fix them. Not the headmistress or the headmaster, not the teachers. It is only when students do not have tables and chairs, that is when authorities will buy new furniture. Okay, so yes, so I've learned to maintain whatever I have. I shouldn't wait for it to go bad before fixing it. Chinese people do not do favors for free. This might sound funny, but that's the truth. It's only one family I have met who did a favor for me for free, and they are the only ones actually. Any other Chinese I've come into contact with either wanted to barter trade or wanted to take money before helping or before doing a favor. Chinese people are very transactional. They are very, very transactional. Okay, so whenever you meet a Chinese person, be careful when asking for a favor, because they may either refuse you or there is going to be some sort of barter trade, or you're going to pay for it. Okay, the next one is Chinese people conserve their lands. Let me explain. You know, China is the second most populated country in the world, right? Looking at their population, one might think that the country will be so populated that we'll be walking around touching ourselves, right? But that's not the case. As you can see, I'm showing you around, and then there's space for everything. As you can see, that's an apartment complex, okay? And you see how tall the buildings are. That's how Chinese people conserve their land. That's another apartment complex. Yes, so you can see how tall the buildings are, and that's how Chinese people conserve their lands. Sorry. Yeah, so in my country we do not care. So long as one has a land, they just build anyhow. Okay, I think the government of Ghana could also conserve the land by building high-rise buildings that are disability friendly. All these buildings have elevators in them, making them disability friendly. The last one is, if you want your stay in China to be interesting, to be simple, to be easy, try to know a little Chinese. In fact, learn some Chinese. If not for anything at all, learn the basics. It will go a long way to help you. Why am I saying this? I'm a Ghanaian. In Ghana, our national language is English. And so when I traveled to China, or when I came to China, anytime I met someone from a different country who spoke English, I was drawn to that person. So the same way, if a Chinese should see a foreigner speaking Chinese, they will automatically be drawn to that person. It's quite easy for when you need help, for when you're moving around. Okay, it's quite easy. Although they are translators, let me tell you something. Sometimes these translators are not as accurate as you'd want them to be. They may end up saying or translating something different. Yes, so try as much as possible to know some basic Chinese, and it will go a long way to help you. Guys, I hope you like the view. I used to actually live in this complex but I moved. Yeah, anyway, hope you enjoyed watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Bye.